everyone, it's time for Panda Amy. I haven't played as her, as usual, but I've heard that her, sorry if you hear noises, that's my cat. But I've heard that her attacks have puns, but this is just a Jet's weapon, which is kind of like, I don't know, I feel like they should have stayed unique to Jet. Like I was even confused when I was playing against Panda Amy, because I was like, is there a Jet here? Like, am I fighting a Jet right now? And then I get at the end and there's no Jet. And that's when I realized that she has those, but I'll discuss more on it later. She's got a bamboost. And yeah, that's kind of like some of the other boosts where it leaves like a trail and slows you down. And Pandaminium. Who named this? I just want to talk. But it drops mines, and it's basically the mine attack, I think. Yeah, except no, it is like the other mines. I got confused with the whole not occupied by the player thing, but I think they're just the mines, the regular mines, but colored in black and white. But yeah, I think the Bashosen, if I'm pronouncing it correctly, should have stayed a Jet only thing. Mostly because in canon it is an actual weapon that Jet has. Ouch. And I don't know, I feel like it should have been one of those things where it's unique to a character because that's their weapon in canon, and no other characters have it, like only alternative like costumes of those characters have it. Like, I don't know. But yeah, Panda Amy was kind of a surprise, because we just kind of got like a post of her like looking like an influencer kind of thing with her other alternate costumes in photos. And then she kind of just got released. She didn't have a long preview. Like, we're getting, I would keep forgetting if he's Gawain or Galahad. Like the Black Knight version of Silver is getting, wow, rude. I was like, oh, we're gonna get to level her up with the first rewards, but I guess not. But we're gonna get to level her up anyway. But yeah, he's getting like a month in advance of like a preview where it's like, ooh, coming soon. You know, the Knight Silver costume. But with her, she just kind of got dropped on everybody unexpectedly. I think she's a pretty funny costume, because it's like, you know, Amy is already an animal. She's already like a furry character. So now she's dressing up as a different animal. So it's kind of funny. It's like, oh, we heard you like furry, so we made your furry into a furry so you can have a furry while you're furry. You know, to date myself. Well, not even date myself, because it's a way outdated, like, classic meme what I'm saying, so, you know, like, but I guess I am in a way dating myself because it shows how freaking long I've been on the goddamn internet. But yeah, I think her design is interesting. I think it's also kind of funny, all things considered, because it's kind of like when people dress up their dogs as other types of animals, but she's like a sentient, like, well, not sentient, not like a person kind of animal character, so she's dressing up as different animals on her own volition. Like, she's even got the paw pad glove things. But yeah, I don't know what. Oh, I'm just gonna do one more of those. But yeah, as you can see, my rings are way depleted, my red rings, because I basically used them all up for the Lego event. But that's okay. I'm gonna build them back up over time like I did last time, so it's fun. It's fine. But yeah, I don't really know what else to talk about in regards to this costume. My brain's kind of like taken over by the different Sonic news that we got. Like, you know, that next month, I think near the end, we're getting the third Frontiers DLC, so that's exciting. I want to know what that's gonna be about. Spoilers, if you don't want to know anything about the Frontiers DLC that's gonna happen, just stop listening to the audio past this point. And I'm about to get started. I'm still giving you a chance to mute the video or stop watching entirely, and I'm done. But it seems like maybe we're gonna get more to the Supreme Boss, like the final Titan boss, which is good because personally I feel like that was an underwhelming Titan. Like, out of all 4 Titans, that was just a he was just really underwhelming to me. Like, I feel, because especially because he was supposed to be the final one, like the final Titan, if not the final boss, if you're not playing in hard mode. And he was just really easy. Like, he got the wings, and I thought, ooh, now it's gonna get hard because I'll have these laser wings flapping about that are gonna get in my way. But then, as soon as the cutscene was over, there were no wings. He was just kind of floating a bit off the ground, so that was pretty disappointing. And like, overall, I liked the game, but that was one of my wow, there's so many Amy's. That's just one of my complaints about that, and especially after like Giganto and Wyvern, especially Wyvern. I really loved Wyvern and Knight. It was just, those were all so good, and then you get this final one that's so just it wasn't good in my opinion. They could have done more, but I know they were running out of time, and by the end of the game that was really evident. So I do hope that we get like an overhaul for that boss with the DLC. Maybe the other characters will get to do stuff. I know that it's been said since the start that we'll get to play as different characters. Oh, the Mephiles quit. Amy's win. But yeah, and then we also got Superstars. I kind of predicted when Superstars would drop, because earlier that day I was still at work and I started thinking about Superstars, and I'm like, when was it releasing again? It wasn't September, it was October, right? So I looked it up and I just see late 2023 was the only thing that had been announced previously, and I was like, that's weird. I was so sure that we had a release date and that it was in October, because I just wanted to see which October. And then the Gamescom trailers happened later in the day, and then the date did get dropped as being in October, and I was like, I predicted that. I have psychic powers, but they're only for Sonic stuff. But I'm excited for that too. I'm probably gonna be getting the digital deluxe version because, well, originally I wasn't going to, because originally we just had it that you'd get Lego versions of the characters, and I was like, I don't much care for that. But then, okay, one more after this. But yeah, then they got it out that you get a skin that looks like, I forget his name, but you know the final boss in Sonic 1. Or was it Sonic 2? No, it was Sonic 1. That's like Silver Sonic, but then it turned out it's not. It's Mecha Mark 1 or something. It's just confusing. But you get skin parts that are that one for like the multiplayer, because there you get to build like your little robots to play as. And you also get a skin that looks like the rabbit prototype for Sonic. You know, like when originally he was gonna be a rabbit. You get that, so that design is back in a way. Not back as a character, but you basically get to play as Sonic, but looking like that, I think, so that's like fun, and I want that. Also, you know how Sonic Frontiers was like the first Sonic game I'd ever gone into without any spoilers? Like, because usually I just watch other people play Sonic games, like new Sonic games, because I couldn't do it myself. And with Frontiers, I was like, I'm gonna get to go in without any spoilers, without knowing anything. But it still took me a couple of months to get it. Superstars is gonna be the first ever Sonic game that I get on release date. So I'm pretty excited about that. I'm excited about what the future holds for Sonic overall. But yeah, sorry I only talked about Panda Amy for like half of this video, but I kind of ran out of things to say. But yeah, I've mostly had like those updates going around in my head, and I'm excited for them. And I can't wait to have like a new Sonic game on release for the first time in my life. But yeah, thank you for watching, and that's been Panda Amy. See you when I see ya. Bye bye.